Play about? Let's go. Let's go. I'm hungry. Hey, man. You always got to clown something. Where's my? If you ask me, I think it's been time for a change. I've talked about this a bunch in all of my tournament vlogs this year. For those of you that don't know, we do have restrictions on forward-facing sonar now. I'm hooking up right now. This is our lock box for our sonar. Active target is what I'm using. As y'all know, day 2 we can't use any forward-facing sonar, which is going to shake up the standings quite a bit. I think this change has been good for everybody, the fisherman, the viewer, and the leagues as well. The viewer, they get the element of surprise when they tune in to our tournaments. They never know what they're going to see. They could see a guy fishing shallow. They could see a guy fishing deep. They have an element of surprise that we did not have before. Speaking of surprise, this week we're on Smith Lake, and I know this week we are going to be met at the door with a ton of surprises. Just the simple fact that Smith Lake is a deep, clear, spotted bass fishery. Most of your anglers this week are going to be expecting to rely on the box to catch their fish. However, with everything we got going on, there's going to be a lot of swords thrown at the idea that you'll be able to just rely on forward-facing sonar to catch fish in this tournament. There's basically 3 things that's going to get in the way of that. Number 1, the water is extremely high. With the water being high, that's most likely going to bring largemouth into the factor, with the water being high and stained. Number 2 is the weather. There's storms to be predicted all week. That does 2 things. With the clouds and the wind, you won't be able to sight fish, along with the water standing up as well. And number 3, the good old boat traffic. Smith Lake is a fairly small lake. I think finding something a little bit out of the way is probably going to play into this week. I got here to Smith Lake yesterday evening about 8 o'clock. And even as I was traveling down the interstate, you could see lightning in the background. You could see these big storms. You know, that's liable to happen anytime in the South. But as soon as I got to our house yesterday, it started pouring. And when I say pouring, my God, it was pouring. It was pouring like a sweet tea pitcher in a Southern barbecue restaurant. It's the best way I can describe it. She got assing rain yesterday, which has me a little bit of concern. Smith Lake is a good lake, and it's a lake somewhat similar to where I live. Not exactly, but the problem is, even though it has spotted bass, even though I've been here a couple times, this is my third trip here, and it's been different every time. The first time it was flooded just like this, so maybe that'll help me. But the lake is flooded. They've been getting a lot of rain. Let's get practice started. I'm gonna start out with the same baits that I threw at home at Hartwell. Been fishing, filming videos, SMH worms with the. I'm actually not throwing my SMH worm. I'm throwing the SMH jig head. This is Z-Man Fatties. Literally the same stuff I had tied on since Lake Hartwell. Been throwing the same baits. We'll see how it works here. I'm imagining the fish should be about in the same stage of the spawn as it is at home, even though this water is real high right now. I fished here before. The times prior, I don't think the fish were quite as far along in the spawn when I've been here before. Right now, I think what I'm predicting, there should be some fish spawning for sure, but our water's high, so you're gonna have to catch them like not sight fishing. So what I like to do is I get on these like tapered points, 45-degree angle points, 45-degree angle banks, You line your boat up straight with them right about where you think they're going to be spawning at, and you throw your bait out in front of them, and ping, pop, pow, boom. There's one. There we go. There's a cable over there. Hope I can get it over the cable. I don't think that fish is any bigger. Looks like a largemouth. No, it's another spot. They are getting a little bit bigger because that's a keeper though. The first 4 or 5 fish that I caught today were not keepers. Oh, my guy is on his cycle. That was too much. I didn't have to say that. Yikes. I'd say that's a 15 incher. Let's see. Y'all want to measure it? I'm telling you, it's not as easy as you think to catch 15-inch fish on this lake. Promise you. Relax, old boy. Yeah, he's 15 1/4. Not sure if you can see it. Pull up my camera. Lay down, buddy. Lay down, good buddy. 15 1/8. Yeah, so he would be a keeper. I don't know, would be a keeper. He ain't gonna be much of one, but he would be a keeper. So looks like my little hypothesis is gonna work. It's just a little flat. So, oh shit. Oh, fell back, sorry. Okay, didn't mean to say that, but anyway, there's a little flat here. A little flat. The rest of this entire creek is nothing but bluffs. I'm actually just going in between the docks, which feels weird. That's what I'm doing. I'm going in between the docks. Hey, real quick, I want to invite y'all to my tournament series that I'm hosting this year. I'm hosting 3 online tournaments that absolutely anybody can fish in it. It has no boat requirement. It has no public water requirement. If you have access to freshwater bass fishing, you can fish this tournament. Let me tell you how you can be a part of it. Here's the best part about this tournament series. This tournament series has 0 entry fee. Doesn't cost you a dime to be a part of. It's free to anybody that shops at shopblat.com during the registration period, or if you're a part of the Straight Up Fishing app. And these tournaments, we're paying out the top 30 places in each tournament, and the top 40 in every tournament is invited to the championship tournament in 2026. Registration details in the description box of this video. I feel good about it, man. This tournament should be in my wheelhouse. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a way for me somehow this week to catch some largemouth in the bushes, or spinnerbait fishing, or something real largemouthy. I'm gonna try to find that this week. I'm gonna just see if I can get this program working pretty good today. Either skipping docks, or there's another one right there, little bitty one. Either skipping docks, or if I can catch them on the shaky head or something like that, that'd be nice. Just to, you know, get a program going to get. Once I figure out how to catch a few fish, then I'll start exploring. Because if you start doing that largemouth stuff, then you could maybe potentially not catch anything at all. I'll fish this for a little while to lunchtime or something. Or as we say in the country, since we're in Coleman, I'll fish this until supper. How many of y'all say supper? If you say supper, there's another one. Another small one. See, that's the problem, is you run into those. These are not keepers. These are the ones that you eat for supper. That's all you get out of that. You're gonna eat him for supper. Then I'm gonna throw it up to that bridge pile, and I'm gonna have about 14-inch spotted bass come running out at it. 1,800 miles. There's still a bunch of them up there, y'all. I think they use the shade of these pilings. I think that's what they're doing. It's kind of fun doing this, I'm not gonna lie. I know people hate the box. Most people that hate this thing don't have it. That's what I learned. Most people that think it's easy don't have it. It's not easy. I think he got it because he's just laying on the water. He's got it. Yep, see? Let's see what that one is. Oh, come off, you son of a gun. That was the one that was going to win me this practice right there. See what I did? I just threw it up there and let it sink. I noticed the line stopped. It was just laying on the water. Telltale sign he's got is when it's just laying on the water. See the line sinking, sinking, sinking. Sometimes, a lot of times at home, I just do that. He's got it now because it's not sinking. Yep, told you. He's got it now. That's so much fun, dude. I gotta stop having fun and get back to practice. That's a 2-pounder. That's a 2-pounder. Like, that would be a keeper, you know. Maybe I will have to consider coming here in the tournament. If I could get this size to start over, to get started, like, I'll weigh him just so. That's not a 2-pounder. That's probably, but they're post spawn. I can tell by look at their pectoral fins. Let's see how, even if it's a 112, y'all, I'm telling y'all, going through it, same thing, 115 again. He's 115 again. Those size, like a 115, I know y'all think, ooh, bro, it's just hauling over 115. Man, let me tell you, at Toho 2 months ago, when we were at Toho in February, I called up a 1.4 for a 1.5, literally won me $8,000. Fish sometimes, because we know that this is a game of ounces. It really, really is. If you got spotted bass on your lake and you got a bridge, guarantee you there's fish on them almost year round. You would think this time of the year, springtime, 63-degree water, that these fish wouldn't be on this stuff. Let me tell you something, Rupert, we're over 100 foot of water. I'm just gonna let it sink, let it sink. It just stopped. He's got it. Well, sometimes he didn't have it, sorry. I'll just let it sink, let it sink. I think he's, let's see, let it sink. It's okay, so it stopped. I bet he's got it. He's got it. Big one. Big one, actually. No, it's a small one. I can feel his head shaking. The smallest one yet. Y'all leave me alone. Y'all stay in the comments with some drama. Leave me alone. I'm trying to spread the love and show y'all. I'm trying to spread the love and y'all picking at me. I'm gonna go to the next piling. I said I was only gonna catch one more. Let me make one more pitch though. One more pitch, y'all. One more pitch. Let me make it. Come on. One more pitch. I'm just gonna make it. I ain't even gonna make it from the same angle. Dude, when I tell you there's 479 2,000 bass on that bridge piling right now, and you can see them on the cheater box too. Huh. Like 10 foot, which the water does have a lot of color here too. I think I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna start fishing shallow here. Like going in the back of these creeks, seeing if there's any largemouth. And then also you can catch spots in the creek here. Like this, that's what I was saying about this lake. It's not like, obviously there would be some big spots caught on the main lake, but here the spots get, let me see, there's one. Let's see, he just followed me in. Let me see if I can get that one to bite. He got it, he got it. Dude, that's a good one. If that's a bass, that's a good one. That feels like a catfish or something. No, it's a big spot. That's a big spot. That's a good spot. That's the best one I caught today. Let's see. I'm just going. Yeah, that's the best one I caught today. By far the best one I caught. Let me put this in. He actually followed it out. I was mashing. I was hitting the. I was reeling it in. So in this tournament, you need 2.5 pounders and better. I would say is a good fish. This is a 115. So definitely less than ideal, I would say. 115. Oh shit. Throw that spin bug outside on you, lay down and see what happens. Oh, I gotta take this shit. He caught someone spinning bait that week. Yeah, come out of that shit. Ah! Got someone spinning bait that week. I got shit, bro. There's a 2-pounder, I'm pretty sure. Just caught that one skipping a Nico under a dock. I decided I'd do that for a couple hours. Ooh, look at him, hear him hit the water. Let's do that a little bit more. I'm just skipping a Nico under some floating docks. Well, I did have a little 1/8 ounce sinker in there. Let me put another one in there. I think it came out. A little 1/8 ounce sinker. Nail weight inside this. Not quite as, it doesn't come out like a throw that 3/32. It comes right out. Let's skip like 4, 5, 10, 12 of these docks and see if we catch any more. I think that was probably one of the better ones I've caught so far. I haven't caught a lot of big ones today, but I can say this: fish are biting. It's not like there's not like there's a lack of fish biting today. Oy! Not like there's a lack of fish biting today. I'm actually catching quite a few. Shaky head. That's a pretty good one. SMH head again. I really want that shaky head to work good. I've been catching quite a few on it today. Probably the best one I had in a while. Look, you see the dorsal fins on there? It lets you know those fish are spawning. I may try something for a while. There's a lot of bluffs around here, and what you might be able to do is just get down the side of these bluffs with a shaky head, maybe even the drop shot, and just go down them and see if you can catch, just see how many you can catch. There's another one. No, is it? I don't know if I'm moving. No, that's just a rock. Since they're spawning, when they hit it, they literally just hold it. Like you'll be working it, and it goes boom. And he's just, I got it. It almost feels like it's in a rock when you go tug on it a little bit, and then it just goes. Finally made it. I'm up here, man, I don't know. I come up here a long way. I didn't think I was ever gonna get here. But probably 30, it'd be a 45-minute ride from the boat ramp where we launch at to get here, but another 30 miles up the river. And you can see the water clarity is a little different. And what I'm hoping I can do is I can do just some more power fishing techniques to maybe get, like I'm telling y'all, even 2¼ 2.5 pound fish can be a big deal. So like if I can just get some bigger fish to hit, like a spinner bait, fish a crankbait, fish a chatterbait, maybe even flipping laydowns or something like that, is what I'm hoping I can accomplish while I'm up here. So let's just go do that. I probably need to tie on a few more baits, because mainly everything that I got tied on is for finesse fishing, but I might tie on a creature to flip with, tie on the gremlin. I'll still throw a shaky head because I still see a lot of good rock up here for us to fish. Spinnerbait, chatterbait, crankbait. Look at that spot. What a looker there. How about a keeper on a spinnerbait? Probably one of about 4 keepers all day doing this. Incredible. I flipped it in this bush right here in the back of a pocket. My spinnerbait, that is. Maybe I'll run a couple backs of pockets and see if that's a thing. I'm all in the dead doo-doo back of a pocket. I don't even know if he actually hit the bait on the laydown on the bush or not. But how is that not a thing? 64-degree water, wood in the water. I don't understand why there's not more of that going on right now. Piece of wood right there. Let's see. They should be eating the panties off of it. Hell, I want to get down in the water and eat the panties off of it. This looks 60-degree water. Everywhere I've ever been in my life, they like this. I even switched up baits this time to see if that would make a difference on size. Went with a, golly. I should call that one a 6-inch lizard. Been throwing that Z-Man finesse worms and watermelon candy, and I just decided just to tie this on and see if it made a difference. And they got smaller. So there's that going for me. Trim your motor down. Trim your motor down. Don't know if I've ever seen, it's possible, but I don't know that I've ever seen a high water tournament and nobody catch them out of bushes. Like, nobody. Somebody has to catch them out of bushes. That was the best one I caught today, though. Size that was, but most of the time when you miss them, it's not a big one. We'll drag from here to about that dock with that red top on it, and I think I probably should, maybe a little pocket over there. It may drag to that pocket that I see. There's one back up under there, probably 4 inches long. Okay, it's about 10 inches long, actually. He's about 10 inches long. Here's another bite. Nope. Same thing again. Literally the same little red eye 13-inch bass. Look at that. Look at that non-keeper. Look at that keeper that is non. Moved to a completely different area. I went about 5 more miles on up the river. I'm actually fishing the main lake now. I had 3 or 4 bites before I just caught that one, but I just didn't get it. The problem that I got with this area is like nothing changes to where I can do anything. I know people are probably thinking, why don't you throw a big glide or a jig or a well, it's just not really this water that we're fishing. Like the water clarity, the way it lines out, how deep it is. It just doesn't lend yourself to a lot of different options. Let's move areas a little bit. I want to move around today and see, there's a couple areas back here where I'm at now that I caught fish when we came here 3 years ago. Right now I just want to see if I can find that. I don't remember where it was. It was in this creek. I just can't remember quite where it was. So I'm going to look for that. See if I can call up some old memories. I don't think that's a 15 incher. He is not. Oh yeah, he is. He's 15 inches. That would be a certified keeper. That fish is actually 15 inches. That would be about 8 inches long.
No. They better than that.
Okay, 10. About 10 inches then. I ain't caught a keeper in here. They're all 12, 13 inches. It must be what it is. Must need a little time. I don't know what it is, but they all small, boy. It's crazy. I don't care where I go in the lake. They all just small. Yeah, it's definitely plenty of fish biting. No, there ain't no lack of fish biting. It's just there ain't many good ones. That's for sure. Thank you, my man. I think I'm going home. I think I found out about all I'm gonna find out. There's only probably another hour of daylight anyway, and it is what it is. 3 days. It's not like I'm not catching any fish. It's just like, dude, where are there's no way there's this many fish up shallow. You can see there's no shortage of fish to be caught. There's no way it's this many fish up shallow, and then a 2-pounder. I'm not certain. On this last day of practice, I caught a 2-pounder. I'm not certain. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm pretty certain I did. But what I like about it is we do get a day off. Sometimes you take a day off, one or two things happen. Number one, when you take that day off, sometimes you think about what happened, your hair should in your brain, something clicks, and you realize something you didn't realize when time was clicking on you out here in the day. Second thing, sometimes on that day off, the lake gets a chance to just calm down, settle in, and the fish just magically start biting. We need one of those two things to happen. And now we're going home though.